Now, the Kremlin says no decision has been made on closing Russia's borders, despite thousands of men leaving to avoid being sent to fight in Ukraine. Long lines have formed at border crossings to neighboring Georgia. Some men reported queuing for 48 hours. Many used bicycles and paid bribes to cross more quickly. The president of Kazakhstan, meanwhile, says Russian men are welcome in his country. Congestion also has built up at Russia's borders with Mongolia and Finland. Well, for more on this, let's bring in DW correspondent Maria Katamadze. She joins us on the telephone from the Russian-Georgian border there. Maria, what is it like there where you are?
Well, the atmosphere from the Georgian side of the border where we are working now seems pretty calm. Russian men trying to escape partial mobilization still continue to cross it. But I must say that the situation here is just the opposite of what's happening on the Russian side. People are in lines for days. One man told us that it took him 5 days to get here and felt extremely happy to be in safe environments. Of course, many of them are panicking, given that the borders could be potentially closed soon. However, we haven't seen any official information yet. What we have seen is that Russian military vehicles arriving yesterday at the checkpoint in case the reservists who wanted to escape mobilization tried to break through the border. Also, the mobile recruitment officers are being now deployed, where reservists, but only from the North Ossetia Republic, are being handed summons now.
Now, you spoke, obviously, with some of those young Russians crossing the border. What did they tell you about their motivation? Why are they leaving?
Well, we've seen a Russian man arriving with whole families, carrying babies and even infants. Some men told us that they had to leave their wives and children at home, and some are waiting for days here on the Georgian territory to reunite with their families. They also told us that they were not simply ready to sacrifice their lives for Putin's war, and that's why they choose to leave their homes, their jobs and loved ones.
Now, what happens after these people cross the border into Georgia? Are they being welcomed by the Georgian government?
Unfortunately, we have not seen any aid agencies or NGOs helping new arrivals to settle in, but we've noticed some individual volunteers helping people to get taxis and accommodation in nearby villages and cities. They're also sending food to the Russian side with the help of the taxi drivers here. Most of the volunteers, I should say, are exiled Russians who left the country after September 24th.
Thank you very much. DW correspondent Maria Katamadze there.